gets stun locked inside his body and then explodes you from the inside. It's all very lewd. I might as well start with this. Definitely one of the best openings in any NES game, and probably my favorite opening track in an NES game. This is a legit fun and challenging fight, but Dan can't handle it. Well, Dan is very high-strung, and I worry one of these days you guys are going to make him snap, and it's not going to be pretty. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I really like this theme. Alright, I'm going to do normal because I don't even know what the fuck difficult is going to be. This is also, another one of my favorite songs in any NES game. It's super repetitive and it's just on this, password and start screen, but I really love it. Armram's still not here? Is he just busy yelling about Mega Maker in the Discord still? Probably. Right, I know that there's a school of thought that says Metal Man first, but the people who think that are wrong and dumb and bad. The correct order is Airman and then Crashman, I remember that. Trust me, you'll have a very easy time against the bosses on normal mode. Maybe not on the stages, but still, quick man or no balls. I'm Sans balls. I remember Quick Man being a real fucker without the right weapon. Besides, I think Airman stage is super easy, if I remember right, and I'm still tired, so I want something easy to warm up on. I know I can't get rid of it. Something I need to remember to do after I beat these games is actually check that gallery, because it tells you, what each of these robots is supposed to be. Because I really want to know what the deal is with this giant face in the sky. It just looks so dumb, but I love it. I saw you type a bunch of stuff. I'll read that after this platforming section, because moving platforms over bottomless pits in a Mega Man game are the sort of thing that makes my butthole clench hard enough to press coal into diamond. Oh, I don't know, that one was not so bad. That's pretty easy. So I went ahead and played Mega Man 3 just because I wanted something to play. And I think the worst enemy I've ever fought in a Mega Man game are those bees, because I'm not sure how you destroy those before they hatch and just start swarming all over the place. And again, my favorite thing in NES games is when enemies just, live inside of your body, and bees are all about doing that. That. Shit. Jumped way too soon. Well, you beat Iceman, and I found him harder than Quickman, mostly because Quickman takes more damage regardless on which mode, and then again, his this stage is a doozy. Let me check a perfect run quickly, because there must be a way. Do not expect perfect runs here from me, ever. I wish I could run this game perfectly, that would be awesome. Ah! Wait. The problem is patience. Shit. You take these jumps a little bit more slowly. I really love that when you get a life to pop out, it just falls down the fucking pit. Screw you, game! Okay, you need to time your shots to kill all 5 bees or a wasp, whatever they are. Rom said he'll be here soon. Yeah, like, I can do that some of the time, but then sometimes it just doesn't quite... Oh, hey, that one didn't fall down a bit. But I did. Hooray! Yeah, sometimes they just spawn in a way that it kind of bugs me. Like, they just get all up in me. Like, yeah, it's just that NES thing of, like, the enemy will stick very close to your body. And the slowdown in that game definitely does not help with that. Mega Man 3 has some really, really bad slowdown. It's super egregious with it. Like, I know 1 was bad about slowdown too, but it felt like 3 was... 3 is a very cinematic experience. 3 is practically a slideshow. I still haven't beat 3 though. I don't think I even beat all the Robot Masters in that yet. I think I got like 3 of them left. Hey, Ramram! You can still see stuff inside your body and say, oh boy. I don't know if I want to look inside my body again. Yep, I started on Airman. I remember a bit about Mega Man 2. I remember Airman is where you want to begin. Although I don't think I'm gonna. Oh, no, maybe I'll kill him. I forgot how weak everything is to the Buster in this game. Like, they really seem to want you to be able to kill all the bosses with just the Buster. Versus, like, 1, where that's not easy to do even remotely, and 3, where it doesn't seem that effective against particularly anything. But Buster's fucking melted that dude. Roham Mitchell? I'm guessing that is the guy who did the, like, no damage stuff. You should DM me that. Like, Mega Man 2 specifically. So I can watch that at work tonight. Because I got a feeling I'll beat this one. And to get the stage select, not pass. Alright, Crash Man time. How many lives do I have? Oh, 0. And Crash Man's theme is pretty good. It's so fucking goofy. neat, my phone is ringing in the background. I'm not gonna answer that. Can't imagine who it would be anyway. Actually, I think I know who it is. It's probably my good friend Larry. Bored as hell at work. But Mega Man is more important than friendship. But not even he can Buster only and take no damage. Oh, then what's the point? I want to be impressed. Buster only, no damage. Speedrun, world record. Can't talk. I just got real deep into these videos last night about speedrunning, like specifically how each game over time has changed and like new routes were found and things like that. And I can't remember the channel name. Like, it went into, like, Sonic 2 and, like, how over time people found new ways to just glitch that game out and go faster. And, like, Pokemon was a really interesting one because I guess there's something where, like, if you fuck up and you go to, like, the bike shop and you don't have, like, the slip to get the bike, it ends up causing all, like, the text to appear immediately. And so the rest of the game can move really fast because you're not having to wait for text to spawn. Spawn, scroll, whatever. It was about 5 videos in that I realized I probably have autism because I find that way too fascinating. Speedrunning is like simultaneously the coolest and most lame thing in the world to me. E-tank right there, but I'd have to go. I don't think it's worth it. Ah, damn it, there's life there too, but I think I need item something to get that. Alright, well. I might get lucky and kill him. Never know. Nope. Nice. I have a feeling that should have murdered me. The last stream was really enjoyable to chat with. Everyone was peaceful, but the Dan Opinion Nation attack. What? What happened? Oh, who's your favorite Robot Master from Mega Man 2? Mine is Quickman. I think I kind of like Metal Man. I really like Metal Man's weapon. That's why he's going to be the next one I go after. But Quickman is pretty cool. I really do like all the Robot Masters that just jump all over the fucking place. And if I remember right, that is like Quickman's whole thing is jumping a lot. Quickman just wants to have a good time. Castlevania pressure things. Oh, god. A little bit of a slide on that. Which I haven't tested that. Does Mega Man 2 have a bit of a... Yeah, it seems like there's a little bit of a slide. It's not as bad as the first one, though. The first one's like you're on ice all the time. Whatever. Keep moving. Sorry, I'll read that in a second. I'm on conveyor belts. I got some shit to deal with. Oh, no, there's a... I don't think I can reach that. Do I not have any of the... I wasn't paying attention. I do have Rush. Not Rush, item. You know, there was something I think earlier I could have got if I realized that I had that. So, oops. At least I think I got like 2 lives now, so. In fact, why don't I fill up? I don't know if I'll need that. I do wish this did like the GameCube thing where I could just hit the bumpers to change my weapons. It's like there's nothing fun about having to go into that menu all the time. Like, that kind of sucks. I mean, I get it. It's a NES game, so it's not like they had a better way to do it. Oh shit, this is not a fun spot to be in. Okay, sorry, pause it real quick, read chat. Let's see. There was a raid that happened in the last stream. I think that's what Ozzy's talking about. What? What raid? You know Dan's bad opinions on Mega Man games. Sure. And the fact that he is clearly a fake Mega Man fan. He doesn't even remember which theme is for who in Mega Man 5, and he loves that game for some reason. I know that Dan has bad opinions about Sonic CD because that's a fucking great game. Although I agree with him about Mario Sunshine, so it's important to find common ground. Rom, I have 6 bosses ready for my next boss rush. Keiji Inafune thinks it's authentic, and that's what fans want. No fast weapon switching. Nobody is more authentic than Keiji Inafune. Except maybe Kid Rock. Trying to pause and switch back to Buster, but that thing has to be off screen. I think I've mentioned the Kid Rock thing twice now, and I'm not sure if anyone has any idea what I'm talking about, but there was like a, I'm trying to remember exactly what the context was, but Kid Rock was introduced, I think at like a Microsoft event or something, as being the most authentic. I'm not sure if Crash actually works against Blade Man, but I guess I'll try. Ugh. Probably not going to. I'm gonna jump away before. Actually, now that. Okay, I thought it did. Maybe it didn't. That doesn't work. So whatever. Just do this. He's not that hard to dodge. Yeah. I find it weird how similar of a story is for Inafune and Kojima. Both were responsible for a great video game series, both left their companies and both started crowdfunding their next games. And we all know how Mighty Number 9 turned out. Hope it isn't the same fate for Kojima. I mean, if anything, Death Stranding already looks like it has way better production values and a better sense of direction than Mighty Number 9 did. Alright, I have Metal Blade, so I guess I think... You showed me, Aze, what Woodman's weaknesses were last night. I remember Metal Blade being in there, but I think he was, like, super weak to Airman for some reason. I'm just gonna do Woodman, I guess. Aze says, but at least Capcom knows how to make Mega Man games without Inafune. That's true. Well, we hope. I guess, like, Mega Man 11 hasn't come out yet, so for all we know, that game could actually turn out to be garbage. Like, people thought Mighty Number 9 was going to be good, so, like, I don't know. Generally, I hesitate to say any game that hasn't actually come out is, like, a surefire thing. not good enough. I probably could have hit him with Metal Blade from up there. I didn't think about that. Although... Elec, bro. Or not. Oh, what should I fill up? Some of my crash bomb back. Bookman loses to both Flashman and Airman. What's up with Mega Man games making bosses weak to 2 different weapons? I don't know. Like, Woodman's weak to 3 different weapons. I love when he gets to, like, later games, too, and you have to really, like, sit and think about what the hell somebody would be weak to. Like, 3 was that way a lot, where I was just sort of sitting there going, like... Alright, what the fuck would Shadow Man be weak to? What beats Shadow? Let's do this, because I'm a bitch. Also because I don't think Crash Bomb is one of the things that Woodman is weak against. The Crash Bomb does like so little damage to that. Kinda crazy. It seems like such a safe way to take care of them. But maybe that's the game's way of telling you, like, stop being a pussy and just fight them. Leaves plug up fans. Alright, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. I was trying to switch weapons there and start was not working. I don't have much health, but I'm almost at boss, so checkpoint. Just gotta watch out for this, I think there's a rabbit down here. I remember Woodman's because I made that shitty Woodman remake. For one of the streams. I remember part of learning the layout was just emulating this and playing this level a bunch of times. Let's see. Okay, let's see. You would think Woodman will be immune to air shooter. Well, air would blow away leaves. Which Ram points out immediately after that. It's super weird, I have not seen anything like that in the main classic Mega Man game for Mega Man X. I don't know, I think Airman working against Woodman makes sense. Same with Metal Blade. I thought I could get him to do that. I'm almost certainly gonna die. Got like no health, but I got 2 lives, so no big deal. 3 bosses are weak to their own weapon. I'm glad you told me that because I thought I was going insane. Like, one of the few things that I retained in the almost decade and a half since playing these games was that bosses were weak to their own weapons. And then over time I thought, like, no, that's dumb, that can't be right. But I guess that is from Mega Man 3, so that's probably where I'm getting at. Man, that does a shitload of damage. I think that's 8 pips? I think that's what the chart you sent me said. Technically, Woodman counters Airman. Yeah, like it's a weird sort of like being weak to each other thing. And I guess it makes sense because air would blow away leaves. And leaves, like you said, would maybe clog up a fan. I don't know. Like, that part is a bit more of a stretch, but... You bubbleman. Commence to bubbling. So I also vaguely remember just about everything being weak to bubble lead. Actually, there's the real Mega Man debate for you. Is it bubble lead or bubble lead? I've always said bubble lead, but I don't know if that's right. Should have grabbed that. No, weapons refill after a level, okay. Thinking of the Wily Fortress stuff where they don't. Which is super cool. That might sound sarcastic, but I actually kind of like that, because it makes you have to actually plan your shit out. Like, I do actually really admire how intense some of the Wily stages can get. It's not in Mega Man 1. That stuff in Mega Man 1 kind of sucks, actually. Metroid-looking dudes. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dan also dislikes Mega Man 2, right? I know 5 is his favorite. I have no real opinion on 5 because it has been a hot while since I played that game. I should like all these spikes, because that is, based on the levels I make, extremely my thing. Okay. Let's see here. At least Quickman doesn't beat Flashman right. Oh wait, the comics. I've really been wanting to read the comics. Like, I've not read any of the Mega Man comics outside of like a few errant pages here and there that I've seen posted elsewhere. But it looks really good. And if I remember right, like Ian Flynn worked on that. He's the guy who did the Sonic comics for a while, and like those actually started to get good for the first time in basically forever. Because Ken Penders. Well, leading something sounds stupid and lead makes... Like, I don't think lead necessarily makes sense, but, like, lead doesn't make sense either. It's such a weird thing to tack on to the end of bubble. Which is why I get confused. I say lead is in the element, it makes way more sense as to... Oh, okay, well, why with death and stuff? Okay. Yeah, I agree. I also dislike 2. It didn't fix some of the mistakes from 1, and you can get stuck in the Wily Castle in a couple of spots. Also, you can't revisit levels, so you can stock up on E-Tanks. Do you retain your E-Tanks after a game over in this one? I know you do in 3. Some people say that Mega Man 7 is bad. I would be those people. See, I kind of remember, like, the boss weaknesses because I think that this game, in particular, has been so, like, burned into my memory just with how, like, this is the Mega Man everyone talks about. You lose your E-Tanks. Okay. I think I got, like, 2 ATP. So. And I haven't game overed yet, and now that I've said that, game over is imminent. Right, I got bubble lead. bubbles beat heat. I don't think that's true in real life, but video games, whatever. Also, man, this is one of those blocks that disappear, and I fucking hate everything about those. Like the one singular element of Mega Man that is in every game that I hate are those disappearing blocks. Like, I genuinely just don't think there's anything fun about having to deal with those. Ugh. I don't know if that was supposed to kill me in a hit, or what. Oh boy. Sorry that I mumble and stutter a lot, by the way. I get really nervous when I stream. That tends to be what happens to my mouth when I get nervous. Should have been able to pick that. But just like bosses from 1, most of them really aren't designed to be beaten Buster only. Yes, you can still do it. Shouldn't have jumped over that pellet. That was dumb. Maybe I should just use this because this is way easier. Oh, God. Oh, gosh. Okay, that works. Whatever. I could be using Crashman's thing on all those, I just realized. Jesus Christ. Alright, so this is the... I didn't want to make any save states, but like this I remember is like a really long section of these things, and it changes up in some ways in like the middle of it that get really shitty. And I don't want to have to go through all that stuff again just to get back here, because it's more tedious than difficult. Let's see. I can't wait to grab my hands on Mega Man 11, and if they keep doing good work, which they did in Mega Man 5 and onwards in terms that you can go in whatever order you want and you'll be fine. 4 was going somewhere, but it still had some super tough bosses. Oh. Whatever. Not back here. Alright, overshot that a little bit. So I could use this at some point, but I think if I use it this far back, it's probably run out of juice. Just my guess. In fact, as save states, why not just test that? Well, never mind. That worked. Problem solved. This asshole. It doesn't work. What about wood? Yes! No! What the health? I did not realize they were so weak to that. That's actually really good to know. Okay, bubble. Also, yes, remember this challenge and how it backfired on you. What challenge was this? Sorry, it's sometimes hard to pay attention to the chat when there's Mega Mans happening. Air Shooter Shreds Armor Joe's even better. Oh, okay. It's good to know. I've never played a Monster Hunter game before, but that new one looks pretty good. I think actually being able to play that on PC is like the main thing that would get me to actually jump into that, because in the past it's been like, oh cool, here's a Monster Hunter game for like the PSP, this thing that I don't have and would never buy, or here's one for the 3DS, but like the UI and everything looks like fucking shit. Like, I think that's been my main hang-up, is, like, each one of those things have been on a system where I've taken one look at it and gone, like, I don't want to play this kind of game on this system. Go quick, man. Shouldn't be a long level, like, quick is right in the name, so. We did a challenge where we didn't use item 2 during the disappearing block section. Like, I feel I could do it, just not on, like, the first 18 tries, maybe? But eventually, maybe. Oh, this is the one with the fucking laser beams. Shit. Actually forgot about this. Oh, I should try to go down there. Oh well. Oops. It's also weird to me how these guys were not in the last stage. That whole thing was fire-based. Sorry, there's a lot of text there. I will read, I promise, just not at the moment. Dealing with some real shit right now. Oh, that's not good, that's not good, that's not good. Shit, 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 shit. Said air, right? Hell yeah. That kills him real good. I think using air on that might have been the best advice chat has given me in these games so far. And my controller came unplugged. So here's the cool thing about Mega Man Legacy Collection for the PC. Is it has real issue re-recognizing X input. So if my controller comes unplugged, which is it's prone to do because the USB, like the little port on the controller for some reason is a little too wide, so like any micro USB I use, like actually it jostles loose very easily. So I get to restart the whole game. Like I can save this because I can use my keyboard, but like I have to actually reload the game because now it doesn't work. But let me read chat real fast. Ron proposed that challenge and he thought it would screw me, but I know that section far too well. You are the Mega Man maniac, Oze, I will concede. After so much Mega Man Maker, there's only one kind of dickish spot, but I magically dodged them once, and I figured out how to do it for the rest of my days. Right, let's save the game. Sorry about this. I really wish I didn't have to reset the game like this every time that happens, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. But there's still definitely some issues with this collection. And that would be one of them. Alright. I prefer keyboard mostly because I've been doing all my life, but I find it easier to steer and can hit buttons faster. So, like, my preference would be controller for actually, like, controlling the game. I think it feels better, but I think something like Mega Man actually plays well enough on keyboard that it's completely doable, and I could certainly see that being somebody's preference. Part of my problem with doing that is I have a mechanical keyboard that's very, very punchy, and so if I do anything with that, you're going to hear it way more than you hear my controller, which you probably already hear a lot. So, that's just not a great option for me. I have no idea what Quickman is weak to. I would assume Crash Bomb, since I don't think anything else so far has been explicitly to that. But he jumps around a lot, so I really do not. Oh no, he is definitely weak to that. Shit. Fuck. Jesus Christ. I feel bad about that. I feel like I just did Quickman real raw. Like, I'm so sorry, Quickman. Quickman is weak to Crash Bomb. Yeah, and Time Stopper. That makes sense. He's easy in normal mode with Buster, too. I think everything so far has seemed like actually kind of weak to Buster. He's weak to Air Shooter as well. God, everyone's weak to everything. This so far seems really easy. Is this like one of those ones where they were localizing it and they're like, oh, this is too hard for Americans? Like, is this actually the Japanese easy mode or something like that? I, again, have not game overed yet in this, which seems unusual for me. Let's just go crash back up. Oh! Want that. Oh, let me on! Fuck! Good. Oh, no, never mind. I was gonna say I could crash bomb that, but also it's just this guy, so... yeah. Although I guess I could go down that path, and I don't know what's over there. Oh. Well, not this guy. I think the Japanese has no easy mode. The difficult mode is the Japanese normal mode. There is only one difficulty in the Japanese version, and at least we got difficult mode for those that want it. Okay, that's basically what I was asking. Like, I know that that was something that they had done a lot back in the day, was the Japanese normal difficulty was, like, considered too hard for us silly Americans. And so they would give us, like, an easy mode, and then, like, I think sometimes we didn't even get the option to have, like, the Japanese difficulty. Which I think is fucked up, because I think you should be able to at least have, like, the option. Although I'm trying to think of, like, any specific game that, like, lacked the Japanese difficulty. This is... yeah, I'm just going for it. Jesus, fuck. Okay, that's fucked up, game. I really don't want to game over this close to the boss. Let's try it right now. Nope. Yes. I don't want to game over this close to the boss. I'm just gonna, like, eat an E-tag. I want to fuck up my massive pool of lives before I get to Wily's castle. Okay, I'd have to assume Quickman. But I could be wrong. It might be bubble lead. Everything's bubble lead. Yeah, it's... or maybe not. What's H again? Oh! Forgot that I had that. Okay, why don't I eat that? There. Damn it, let's see. Why does Air Shooter also damage Quickman? So many weaknesses. Air Shooter is really good in this game, apparently. It does 2 to 3 damage on him on difficult. I don't know the easy mode damage, though. Damage chart says 2 on difficult. Crash Bomb and Metal Blade. Well... Also, whatever Heatman's weapon was, because that... melted him. I was not trying to make that pun. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Three... I don't remember what 3 is. Alright, Wily's stage. I remember there being one really messed up part of this first stage where there is a huge gap and like a ladder all the way to the left, and I think you have to like use the number 1 platform to get over to it. But if I remember right, if you're not quick enough about it, you'll bonk your head and you won't be able to make the ladder, and then you fall like way down. Like Ozzy, you said that there are places to get stuck on this level, and I definitely remember that. Not just this level, but like the Wily's castle in general. This game. I want to see what 3 is. Oh, okay. That helps. Remember the Metal Blade, too. Oh, it's just really good all around. Oh. Oh, fuck. You have to use Atom 1 while on the later, and always use it at the edge of every platform. Freezing throttle. Yeah. Fuck. And normal seems pretty easy so far. Although now I'm wondering how this will go. Yeah, because I can't. I worry that I need a 3 for this. Alright. Hi, welcome to I Farm Mega Man 2. I'm your host, George Brundle. Pain is life. I mean, at least these guys seem to drop a lot of weapon energy. Which I would have to assume is by design. Give me weapon energy. I just want to get free all the way back up. Alright, I'm just going to make a save state here because I don't want to have to keep grinding that out all the time. Obviously, I think I can do it. Alright, there. That's all I want. Yep. Oh, come on, buddy. Part of me thinks I should fill up 3, but also I don't like how much of Airman's thing I just used. This boss is weak to quick boomerang, by the way. Trust me, Buster is fun too. I know you can do it, but here is the thing. You gotta be careful if you're a careless one hit and you find... Oh, is it the Mega Dragon? I remember that being Mega Dragon's whole thing is if you, like... If you get hit once, like, the kickback always knocks you off the platform. Mega Dragon's really cool, but he's also a prick. I'm trying to think of what kills these little not Roomba guys. I wonder if it would be Metal Blade. Yes, it's the dragon, okay. It's not that tough, no matter if you choose to use his weakness or do it Buster only. I'm gonna make another save state here because this seems like a pile of shit. Yep. Trying to feel out like how close to the edge I'm able to get. Fuck! Okay. Oh, sweet Jesus. First try. I probably could use Buster on those guys, but oh well. This looks like Mech Dragon's bark, so. Sweet! That is something I do really like about old NES games, is like the super huge bosses that are clearly like, this is just the background and the background is moving around. Like when the rest of the background elements just get fucking wiped out because they couldn't display that plus a big fuck-all sprite in the middle of it. Hello, Sanris Uzumaki. I'm probably mispronouncing his name, I'm so sorry. That's seizure warnings. This boss could have potential in Mega Man Maker? Yeah, potential of just, like, making Dan slit his wrists, like, live on camera. Okay, I think it's giving me energy here because if I remember right. Like, usually when it does that in these ones, it's because you actually need to use, like, one of the items. So I probably don't want to grab that until I know what it is. Fuck off. That's gotta be 2. So I remembered that. I've committed to memory about these is that there was a pit with like a ladder at the far end of it that you're able to go get a tank off of. Also, Blorp, do not waste Crash Bomb, not even once. Don't tell me what to do. I pronounced it right. Oh, awesome. I've taken your advice under consideration. And I have deemed that I want to shoot myself in the foot. There is that one boss, isn't there, where it's basically like a Crash Bomb puzzle, right? And like you could totally fuck yourself up by running out of weapon energy. Like, I think that's this game. Or no. I haven't game over once, I got it! I'm so good at Mega Man! I don't care if it's easy mode, I'm the best! I fucked that dragon up real good! Let's try 3? Yeah! And... Flash Stopper probably would be good on this. Yeah, I'm not deal with that. Though I don't know how to, like, get it to stop. Oh god. I should be able to grab that. Now it's totally fine to waste Crash Bombs and totally not needed for the Boo Beam boss. Okay. Well, let me just switch to Crash Bomb right now then. This dude actually does quite a bit of damage when he actually hits you. Seems pretty easy all around. To stop Flash, you pause and then change to Buster. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have any weapon energy for it now, so I guess that's not going to really matter that much. Blorp, you'll use up all your lives and you'll lose all your E-tanks and you will cry. Well, maybe for a good stream. Watch my meltdown live on air. Alright. No, I don't like where any of this weapon energy gives up. Oh, nice. Ozzy, talk me down from doing what I want to do, please. Ron, remember when Dre failed at Pico Pico? What is Pico Pico? I made a save state because I kind of want to see if I get energy back from destroying these barriers at all. Like I might be able to just fill back up. Oh! Okay, that actually restored... Doing that gave me more Crash Bomb energy than I had when I started the level. So... Honestly, I don't know why you want to see me fail so much, basically. Fuck it. I could fill Crash Bomb all the way up if I just fucked this, so... Sure. Now I have the maximum Crash Bomb. This is probably where I lose all my lives, is this, like, falling down the spike pit thing, because I am completely terrible at those. Like, just the fucking worst at doing those. Shit. Shit. Nice. Okay, let's see. I can't really watch this too buffery, but I can try. I'm sorry, buddy. It happens. But hey, Sky Knight. Who's hyped for Mega Man 11? It says Cinemario Team CMT. I hope it plays well because I'm not really sold on the presentation of it. I kind of mentioned in streams in the past is that graphically I think it has the same sort of like... Oh, what's this guy? Oh shit, okay, my instinct would be to use Crash Bomb, but I don't think that's gonna... Oh yeah, that does a lot of damage. Dragonic somehow beat me in a boss rush. Buster only on typical mode. Huh. Well, I guess pack it in, Ozzy. It's time for you to stop playing Mega Man forever, I guess. Dragonis beat you. Capcom copies and pays Robot Masters sometimes. I don't know, there's that whole thing in, like, Mega Man 3 where, like, at the end of that game, you fight all the Robot Masters from Mega Man 2. Let's fill up some of my Metal Blade, Boss Rush, and then one might be good to max out. Punch him in the guts, man. Hell yeah. All of them are good. You mean all the Mega Man games? I disagree. Okay, trying to remember. The question is, do I want that life? The answer is yes, I do. That's not copying and pasting at all. I have a Mega Man plushie. Awesome. I want a Mega Man plushie. I want a plushie of a Met. So I build Gundam model kits in my spare time, and I actually saw someone recently who kind of like mashed a bunch of kits together, and I think they're going to paint them, and it looks like Mega Man X, basically, and it's really neat, and I kind of want to try doing that. But I also wanted to paint a Goof. G-O-U-F, if you look that up, in like Simon Belmont colors, because he's got a whip. I think it looks pretty neat. Text doesn't convey jokes, dang it. Nope. Everything you say in the chat, Sky Knight, I'm going to treat as 100% your honest opinion. Just an FYI. Had some Mega Man toys. There was like a really cool looking, oh, what Mega Man is it from? Where he's got like the red armor and the wings and everything. Like, that's 7, right? There was a Figuarts figure of that, I think, that came with... Or no, it wasn't Figuarts, it was somebody else. But it came with this really cool looking, like, brush that was like... Fuck. Fuck. Forgot switching weapons on the ladders. Makes you just fall through the ladders. Anyway, there's a Rush figure out there that looks like super mechanized and everything, and it's it's not in production anymore. Can you send me a picture of that Mega Man figure? I can find it, yeah. I should still have that in my history somewhere. Like I said, I don't think it's in production anymore. I don't think you're able to get it at this point. And also, I remember it being really expensive to begin with. Like, I think that was a $80 figure or something like that. If it is a Figure Arts, like, that would be about dead on, would be about 80 bucks. If it's like a limited run, or like a web shop exclusive. I buy a lot of toys, basically. This is what I do with my money. Just model kits and, like, really nice action figures. Gotta fill that hole in your life somehow. These platform puzzles. Who agrees the Game Boy and Mega Man suck? Me. I'm just kidding, I haven't played. I have no idea. But I'm not huge on Game Boy games to begin with. I just have a hard time, like, coming back to the Game Boy, so. Here, man, no, I want that life. I got to a point where Blorp said he would take everything I said as my honest opinion. Well, yeah, that's... I mean, look. Bet yourself. Text is not a great communicator of tone. I just have to assume you're being honest. I mean, I don't know why you would lie to me, Sky Knight. That should have killed him. Okay. I have to assume by this point it's the dude I need Crash Bomb for, so let me catch up on chat real quick and, like, clear my mind and get mentally prepared for this. Hey, there's 10 people watching, that's awesome. Thanks everyone for joining me. I'm sorry I haven't been, like, reading all of you as you come in. I've been kind of focused on not dying, mostly. Let's see... I think Mega Man Classic is better than the X Series, Legend Series, Battle Network, and Zero Series. Bold claims in Mario. So, fun fact, I have never played Mega Man X. And that is a game that I would actually like to maybe stream at some point, because I've maybe done, like, the opening level, and that has been the most I've played of that game. And I keep hearing that is the best Mega Man. Let it be known that I think Mega Man 2 is the worst Mega Man game I've beaten yet, says Sky Knight. Brutal. I've only played so far this 1 and 2 in about like the last 15 years roughly. Like I played all the games on the GameCube collection. So far I think 3 might be the worst. There's a lot of graphical issues and a lot of slowdown that make that game miserable. 1 I'm kind of in the middle on. Have you seen Mega Man 2 on the Game Boy? It's images of Game and Shutters. Hey, I may not buy or find the toys, but at least it's fun to look at. Mega Man 4 is Mega Man. Mega Man 4 is the one that I'm most interested in playing. I actually watched a stream of that like maybe a week ago, and I really liked how it looked. So, alright, I'm making a save state here because, as you can tell, I have 8 lives, and I don't want to have to burn through 8 lives just to get fucking weapon energy back. Like, that would be miserable for everybody, not just me. So... I know that there's some of these barriers I should not be destroying. I remember that much at least. Oh, is that not gonna... Fuck. Okay. At least 3 works. I'm flashing a lot. A lot. Let's try. And then I might need to use... I think I'm probably gonna have to use an E-Tank. Yeah, I think I can get without one. And then I need an E-Tank. Yeah. That's fine, I got E-Tanks for days, so... Load up. Come on, shoot. Fuck. Okay, didn't work. How am I going to get to this guy? Not like that. Not like that either. Alright, here's my thought process, is I kind of like jump up off this platform and get crash bomb onto the corner just underneath that thing. I want to try that. No, I fired the... Fuck! I should have used an E-Tank. Alright, let's see what chat has to say. Mega Man 4 is fun. Wish Dre played it so we could have that challenge run, but I'll settle on 5. Favorite classic Mega Man game is 6, says Ozzy. Robot Master themes are so fantastic, I still don't have a favorite. I really like Snake Man's theme a whole lot. Mega Man 3 has graphical issues, hold my beer, says the Boo Beam Trap. What if I just made all the sprites disappear? Says the Boo Beam Trap. Really need that off screen. There. I really suck at dodging these guys, obviously, so... probably gonna have to use an E-Tank again at some point. Yeah. Alright, I want to try to take care of that guy first. The other one's not hard to reach. Oh boy, this is the... This part's a real fucker. Able to... No, that doesn't really... Alright, well... Chat, you got advice for me on this part? My favorite is hard decision between Blizzard Man, Sheep Man, Junk Man, Cloud Man, Needle Man, Flash Man, Flame Man, Ice Man. It's basically all of them. When I first played Mega Man 2, this boss was the bane of my existence. Now I've pretty much recreated the first version of Mega Man Maker. I think I remember that one. It's possible, but extremely difficult, so I don't blame you, Warp. Thank you. That's all I want. Just have patience with me. Let's see. It's the limitations of the NES, which they decide to keep in this game for some reason. Yeah, I think that's kind of bogus. So now the boss fight is invisible. Yeah. Do you think Snake Man's stage used too much green? It did not use enough green. Needed to be more... Look, you needed to have Magnet Man's weed tubes in there, and like the snakes are coiling around the tubes of weed. You need to let me design a Mega Man game? I have some opinions about spikes. They need to be in every level. Every level needs to be fucking covered in spikes. And and then use Charge Kick all the time because I badly want validation from Cydia. That's all it's ever been about. I still think it's funny how my level has been in that queue for months now, and it's basically doing the Cydia shit. Oh my god. Like, I think that's how you would get up in there, is you have to do that weird sort of, like, corner jump. Let me just experiment with this here and see if I actually would have enough weapon energy to just kill all these guys like this. No, I would not, because then I can't blow up that barrier. Let's see. I'm glad a lot of chat seems to be in agreement that it was not enough green. I wonder if I could... That maybe... No. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to see if maybe I could actually get that to, like, clip through the platform and hit him. But I don't think I'm able. No, Cinemario's threatened to make Mega Man jokes. Reminder that text is a poor conveyance of humor, and so I will just assume all your Mega Man jokes are actually your actual opinions. See, I thought I could get cocky and dodge that, but... God, it sucks so much. Okay, I do wonder if I might be able to write this up just enough. Nope. Nope. Probably gonna have to use one of those anyway, so... No hair off my back. Fuck! Oh my god. This sucks. Yes! Finally! Fuck off! Let's see if I can. Nope. I can dodge that one. Nice! Oh my god. I never want to look at that boss ever again for the rest of my life. Here's how you have to do it. You have to use item 1 from the ground level at a higher altitude, but your technique is also possible, but only pros can do it. Well, you said it yourself. Only pros can do it, so you know. Welcome to my pro level Mega Man 2 stream. I'm Warp Weatherby, also known as George Brundle. The best that there ever was, is, and ever will be. That's the bottom line. I am learning! I'm a smart boy! I'm getting smarter every day! Okay, I don't remember who is in what room. So we're just gonna figure this out as we go. Easy. Bubbly. Give me that delicious energy. Alright. Remember that Mega Man cartoon prediction? I do not. Oh, right. Which I'm not hitting him with, so I'm just going to Buster. I actually think that's easier to actually land the hits with Buster than it is with the shield. So. 2017, I was hyped for a Mega Man cartoon in 2P 2017, but it never happened. Oh, was it that there was that like really weird looking Mega Man cartoon that was supposed to be coming out, right? Is that what you're talking about? I probably could have hit but oh well. Alright. I have 3 E-Tanks, but I almost want to just save what I have and, like, take a death if I have to take one. Remember that's metal. Not liking how weapon energy is looking again, but... You guys said he was weak to air as well? Oh. I'm too terribly weak. It's a crash bomb, I think, but I'm out of that. Not weak to that. That's his own one. Bubble? Nope. Fire? I'm actually going to use one of those, just so I don't burn through, like, a huge amount of weapon energy after a death. Because this is going to be somebody else's weakness, too. I should probably just power this up. Nice. Okay, right. Crash Man is weak to... Who was the first guy I got rid of? So, Airman. And I probably busted the rest of them. Boogman is weak to Time Stopper. I thought it was out of Time Stopper, though. Yeah, I don't have it in it, so... Also, Blorp, a fully charged atomic fire kills Woodman in 1 hit on normal mode? Holy shit. Alright. I wish I read that sooner. Quickman is weak to time... Okay, I already read that. Anybody know what Mega Man 8-bit Deathmatch is? Isn't that like a fan-made fighting game that they're putting out? Wasn't like Power Battles a fighting game? I vaguely remember there being like an arcade Mega Man game that was in like the GameCube collection. It's a Mega Man fan game with a first-person view and it's multiplayer. It's basically a Mega Man FPS. Huh, that was interesting. It kind of reminds me of that, like, Doom mod with Sonic the Hedgehog. Except that was... bad. That doesn't work. Bubble works, so... Alright, sweet. Dr. Wily. No Mega Man 10 yet. Okay. Mega Man 3 has graphical errors. Hold my beer, Crash Man. I get it. I get the point you're making, but, like, specifically, Mega Man 3 looks fucked up. It looks really fucked up. Like, there's a lot of just lines of sprites that are, like, flickering all over the place. Specifically in, like, the fire level, like, a huge chunk, basically that whole, like, white bar you would see as the wall on the right side of my screen would be, like, flickering rapidly. I haven't played Mega Man 8, 9, or 10. 8 is really good. Alright, so, chat, remind me, Wily has 2 phases. The second phase is weak to the boomerang. I remember that much. I can't remember what the first phase is weak to. Help me out. Because I have so little weapon energy, I don't want to waste it. Like, I don't want to use the wrong thing. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not the only one that has graphical issues, but I think, like, in my limited experience so far, just these 3, I think that 3 definitely has, like, the most pronounced issues with the graphics. And definitely the most with the slowdown. Atomic Fire and Crash Bomber. Doc! Well, I got a little bit of Atomic Fire. Although I shouldn't waste it, because I'm almost out of health. So why don't I try doing this? Actually seems kind of doable with just the Buster. I got how many lives? 7? I'll try with the Buster again. Because if I just time those right, I think I can get them. I wasted the Crash Bomber on the only boss that... Look. Used every part of the Buffalo on that boss. Use an E-Tank, because I think I got this guy. And you know, I've been saving them all up for a reason. Shit. That just kept me frozen, like I kept mashing start. Nice. I have to say it's Metal Blade, Shadow Blade. Is that not the end of the game? Fuck off, Mega Man 2. Okay. Alien is weak to bubble lead? Lead? Alien. I don't remember no alien. I didn't know Mega Man was him. You open up the game's files when this is happening, and then you watch as it deletes like each of the Robot Masters because now they're dead. Okay. This actually looks familiar. I probably just totally forgot that this existed. Dude does a lot of damage. Yeah. Alright, that's doable though. He's like got a pattern. I just need to practice it a little bit. I'll probably get it down. I probably should have switched to that before I went in there. This dude has a really long startup. Bubble. This is some real sign shit of the alien is weak to water. Sweet! Hey, Blorp, want to hear a joke? This bus is also only weak to bubble lead. I still want to say lead. Okay, so it was Dr. Wily the whole time, so is there like a reason why there was an alien? Well, I didn't mess up. I'm a pro player. Said it yourself. I'm learning, Naze. 30 years old, I learn something new every day. Yeah, like, it's a hologram, but like, why would he make a hologram of an alien? Was like there a point to that? Is there like anything in the story about aliens specifically? Because I thought that this was just like, Dr. Wily made some robots this time because he's mad as fuck about Mega Man. And then Dr. Light was like, oh, I gotta turn the boy on again. I need him to kill. Now he's walking back home through the seasons. He knows he needs to power down. Till the next time the world needs him. It's very sad. It's actually like a really weird, sad ending. I like the ones where he's like running on trains and shit. Maybe intimidation factor? I guess. I don't know. I don't know how aliens fit into Mega Man lore. I know, like, 3, I read the story, and it's like you're going to mining worlds, which makes me wonder if, like, you're jumping to different planets or something. Thank you, Romram. I do like how it continues numbering them, though, after the original, so it's like 9, 10, 11, 12, etc. Like, I think that's kind of neat. Mega Man 2 is a fun game. I get why people would maybe say that it is the best in the series, because those levels have a really good flow to them. I really like how it's laid out. I imagine some degree of that is that it's on normal mode, and so it's way easier. So I did Game Over, which is a stark contrast to Mega Man 1, where I game over like every single level. But from what I've seen of later NES Mega Man games, I think that they're probably going to be more fun. Like, I'm sure there's going to be one of those at least that I like more than 2. Kind of had to leave for a second. Well, you missed... So Aze yet again said that I'm like a pro-level Mega Man player. Like, you missed the whole thing. But Blorp, come on, trust me, once you play Mega Man 6, you will change your mind. Yeah, maybe. I will find out. I have to suffer through the rest of 3 before I get to 6, so... Someone already disliking the video, they just can't handle this top-level play. I fucked that alien up, just like I fucked up the Crash Bomb robot. All saw it, no one can deny it. Thank you for playing. Alright. That's Mega Man 2. I'm really hungry now, so I think I'm gonna hop off of here and get something to eat. I really appreciate everyone coming by. There's a lot of people who turned up this time. Thank you, Cinemario, Aze, Romram, Sky Knight, although I think Sky Knight probably bailed at some point. I know that this is buffering a lot. The alien wine with that bubble. Oh no. Alrighty, seriously though, thanks again. It's really awesome to see so many people turn out for this. I'm not used to having that many people. I'm sorry if I didn't pay too close attention to the chat. Playing Mega Man and reading a chat at the same time, turns out, really difficult. And so is talking, so... Alrighty, well, I'll see you guys next time.